Hi, classmates and Doc Mel. Hope everyone is having a good day. In this video report, I'll be evaluating my chosen social mobilization campaign titled Art for Peace. To give a refresher, Art for Peace is a social mobilization campaign that promoted and raised awareness about peace through art and community engagement. I'll be sharing the link to my FMA1 video in the discussion forum so you'll be able to learn more about it too. Now, with online research and the information available to me, I'll be evaluating this campaign following the framework that I've created. As discussed in my FMA 2.1, my evaluation process adopts a structured approach divided into 5 assessment areas. Each category is guided by a set of questions designed to examine how effectively the campaign performs within each dimension. So, for the first evaluation point, goal formulation, which evaluates the extent to which the program is guided by clearly defined and coherent objectives. For question 1.1, are the goals clearly articulated and easily understood by stakeholders? So, my answer is yes. I believe the goals are clearly articulated, and the main campaign title is easily understood by stakeholders. The campaign used cohesive communication materials that are immediately recognizable as part of the campaign, delivering a simple and clear message. My score at this section is 10. For question 1.2, are the objectives realistically achievable within the given time frame and resources? So the campaign ran for 3 months, which is a realistic time frame for an awareness campaign. Qatar museums effectively utilize the resources, channels, and event spaces available to them. So in total, 3 museum entities participated with activities held almost weekly. Based on this, I would give this section a score of 10. So on to the next point, channel strategy, which assesses the appropriateness and effectiveness of the communication channels selected over to deliver the campaign messages. So, for question 2.1, is there a clear rationale for the choice of platforms? Yes, there is. The campaign primarily focused on community based activities engaging students, art enthusiasts, and artists through interactive art initiatives. It also included a stakeholder focused event such as the art auction. Overall, each platform served a clear purpose and communication channels were used effectively. So my score for this is 10. For question 2.2, were digital and traditional channels utilized properly? So, yes, the campaign used a strong mix of digital and traditional channels. Digital platforms were informative and engaging, while traditional media such as radio and newspapers helped broaden the reach of the program. Art influencers were also leveraged to amplify the message. So my score for this question is 10. So for audience segmentation, question 3.1, are the target audiences clearly defined and segmented based on relevant criteria? So the campaign demonstrated clear and well-defined audience segmentation. Target groups were identified as students and teachers, artists, and art enthusiasts based on relevant criteria such as interests, engagement level, and cultural context. So my score is 10. For 3.2, does the campaign tailor its messaging to its intended audience segments? The campaign's messaging was clear and consistent, but overall, the content style remained fairly generic. While the messages effectively communicated the campaign's purpose, they were not significantly adapted to the nuances of each specific audience segment. Despite this, the communication remained relevant and accessible across all groups. So my score is 9. So, for outcome indicators. 4.1, are there specific indicators identified to measure outputs and outcomes? Community participation was the main indicator used to measure the campaign's impact. For this type of campaign addressing societal issues such as ethnic conflict, the level of engagement activities helped assess both interest and effectiveness. By tracking participation, the campaign was able to gauge how well it resonated with the target audiences and the broader community. My score is 9. For question 4.2, do the indicators align with the stated objectives of the campaign? Yes, they do. The main objective of the campaign was to raise awareness about the conflict, which can be challenging to measure directly. Using community participation as the key indicator helped assess how well the campaign engaged people and encouraged them to reflect on and support the cause. While mobilizing may simply imply action, in this context, it reflects fostering awareness, understanding, and a shift in attitudes among the audience. So, my score for this question is 10. So, for my final evaluation point, impact assessment. So, question 5.1: is there evidence of behavioral, social, or attitudinal change resulting from the campaign? Yes, there is evidence of change. As a social mobilization initiative, the campaign used art as a platform for expression, encouraging individuals to engage with themes of peace and dialogue. Through a series of art activities, it successfully increased participation across different audience groups and fostered greater awareness of the issue. While the campaign may not have resulted in immediate or measurable long term change, it represents a meaningful step towards shaping perspectives and promoting social awareness. So my score is 9. For question 5.2, are the impacts sustained beyond the campaign period? To some extent, yes. While the campaign itself wasn't continued, similar initiatives followed, suggesting its themes carried forward. That said, the lack of continuity does limit its long term impact. So I would give this question a 9. With this, I've given the overall campaign a score of 96. It is a strong and well executed campaign with clear impact and engagement. There are, however, areas for improvement, particularly in tailoring messaging to specific audience segments and ensuring longer term sustainability. Campaigns of this nature can be very complex and challenging to execute, but overall, this remains a highly effective social mobilization effort. So that is it. Thank you for listening to my evaluation of the social mobilization campaign Art for Peace. For my next two videos, I will be reviewing two reports from our classmates, and I'm looking forward to learning more about those campaigns. Until then, see you around.